everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to KBTV. I'm Dr. Karlisha Booze. The month of May is Stroke Awareness Month, and today we are joined by Monica Cook. She is the Stroke Coordinator for Piedmont Macon, and thank you so much, Monica, for joining us.
Thank you, Carly, for having me. Happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. So the first thing we want to talk about is stroke. What are some of the signs and symptoms of a stroke?
Well, Carly, the most important thing to remember, one of the most important things to remember when you're thinking about signs and symptoms of stroke is the stroke signs and symptoms usually happen suddenly. And we have a great acronym to remember to help us remember the signs and symptoms of stroke. So we want to think about B FAST. The B stands for balance or loss of coordination, dizziness. The E stands for eyes. You may have some vision changes or even double vision, any kind of vision changes at all. The F stands for face. So you'll have the facial droop or sensation changes, usually on one side of the face. The A stands for arms and legs. So think about weakness on one side of the body in an arm or a leg. And typically it's going to happen on one side of the body. And the S stands for speech. So the person would have trouble speaking. Sometimes you'll hear a slurred speech, but they may have trouble finding words. The T is maybe the most important of BFAST, and it stands for time. Time is very important when it comes to stroke because every 1 minute that passes that we do not restore blood flow to the brain, 2 million brain cells are lost. So we really want to get the patient in very fast. We want to encourage them to call 911. Never drive yourself or your family or friends to the hospital. Always call 911 so you can get that expedited care that is needed, especially for stroke.
Okay. So who is who's mostly at risk for a stroke?
Those mostly at risk for stroke is going to be your hypertension or high blood pressure individuals, also smokers, those with high cholesterol, sedentary lifestyle and obesity, and diabetes. But the number one risk factor is high blood pressure.
Okay. So what are some things that people can do to reduce the risk of stroke?
Right. So most important thing, just remember, know your numbers. The numbers I'm talking about is your weight, your blood pressure, and your cholesterol numbers. See your doctor, make sure you know your numbers. Make sure you are taking your medications. If you're prescribed medications, make sure you're taking those as prescribed. Following a great vascular health diet, what I mean by that is a Mediterranean diet is very good for our overall vascular health. But taking a self-check on your health is very important, knowing your risk factors and talking with a healthcare professional so you can manage those.
Okay, great. So are there any events that you guys have planned for the month of May for Stroke Awareness Month?
Yes, we have many events going on internally in the hospital here at Piedmont Macon Medical, but for the community, we are restarting our stroke support survivor group, and it is called Strive from Stroke. It will start on May 18th. It will run every month on the third Thursday of every month from 1 o'clock to 2:30 in our Piedmont Macon Medical cafeteria. We are encouraging all stroke survivors to come. Family and friends are also encouraged to come with them, and we can work together and encourage and helping them strive from stroke.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Monica, for coming on and just, telling us about how to be fast and just look for those signs. We really appreciate it. And I hope this does help our viewers out there.
I'm Jeremy Rozier, owner of Rozier Restorations, Macon's premier home restoration specialist. We are restoring this 140-year-old home on Arlington Place back to its former glory. Just one of the countless projects we've completed, and we can do the same for your old home. From roofing and siding, windows and doors, kitchen and bath redesign to full plumbing and electrical, Rozier Restorations is a full-service, one-stop shop for historic homes restored right. Rozier Restorations, we bring history back to life.